guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Now, this is quite a while in a row now where we are getting global NJP data downloads pretty much on the same day. As of right now, I do think it is likely that global NJP will be getting Golden Week at the same time. So I just would mention that. I right now I do think Golden Week will be on global NJP. Not confirmed. We did have it at the same time last year for global NJP. But we will see if that is what is going to be this year, right? Now, we have the global data download. These units were expected right here. They come out tomorrow night. Interesting. Okay. So, we have the Vegitos, Goku and Vegeta, and Super Buu. Now, unfortunately, there is some bad news here, and that is that there are 2 missing units in this data download. I do not know why. What we are missing is Mighty Mask right here, and LR Trunks and GOTEN. Now, again, I don't know why these units are not in this data download. They very easily could come out next week for global. And then Golden Week would be like probably sometime on this week, right? So again, global could get LR Trunks and GOTEN and then Mighty Mask next week. We will see. Hard to say for sure if like that's actually going to happen. This would be a bummer if these units are just put into limbo. It has happened before on global where units are just sort of MIA. Trunks and GOTEN are by far the best unit of this batch, so it's very mysterious they're not in here. This unit, I think, is actually pretty good. I haven't had an opportunity to use them too much since their EZA came out in January, but I do think this unit is actually quite solid. I think that they are actually a pretty good unit. Actually, I haven't done a 200% video for this character, and I really could, because they're on Buu Saga Gifted Warriors. So we could see what this unit would look like getting the 200%. But I think they're actually, again, really quite powerful, this LR Trunks and GOTEN EZA. So hopefully they will show up soon. And then Mighty Mask sucks. Just being very quick and to the point, you are trash, Mighty Mask. So we don't need to worry about him whatsoever. So, all right, let's go and take a look at the 5 units who are in the data download here. So first we have Tech Super Buu. Tech Super Buu is just really not that impressive. They gave this asshole 130% defense and then a 30% chance to dodge. Trash. Medium chance to dodge as like your go-to defensive mechanic, horrible, right? This guy's just bad. He could do some good healing if you get a crit, right? Because he gets 30% of damage dealt as HP back. If he crits, he'll do some good healing. I think looking at this, what they should have done for this Super Buu to make him good, I think if this became like 200%, and then this became a 70% chance to dodge, I think that would have been fine. He didn't need this medium chance to crit. I would get rid of that to bump this up to 70% chance to dodge. I feel like would make him better. This Super Buu is really good in like Battlefield. Could potentially be solid, potentially in like an EZA stage or something like that. The whole basis behind this character is this right here. You really want to, like, I guess, have him crit, and then he's going to give you a substantial amount of healing from that 30% of damage dealt as HP. But I don't know. I have not found this guy to be particularly good since he's come out on JP. He can help, but he's not some ball crusher or something like that. I think he's pretty mid, honestly. Next we have Tech Base Vegito. Now, this is a character, he's okay. I would say I think he's okay. He does have this, which is really good, right? Giving allies defense on super attack effect is definitely really solid. But this guy is just a complete zero in slot 1 defensively. He's not able to cut it, right? His defense is nowhere near what is needed to put him in slot 1, have him super attack, give that extra little defensive buff, and be good to go. Let me take a look at what he's looking at here. 150% defense. He does get this defense per skill orb, and then he builds this up, but again, it's just not enough for slot 1. Honestly, this batch of characters, considering they came out right before this huge monstrous power creep, I feel like these characters came out at a bad time, and they just really, in hindsight, don't look that impressive to me. It's like, you could take this guy on, like, the 7th anniversary Fuse Fighter team, and, you could hide him behind LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and other powerful units, and he could look good, he could help, right? The support is definitely good. He could triple super attack, he's got these abilities. I mean, if you pair this guy along with, good use of items, strategic use of items, and then, maybe you have, like, this guy in slot 1, maybe transformed SCR Vegito in slot 2, and then, like, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 3, like, you could probably, like, one turn a lot of the red zone phases, potentially, right? Like, if SCR Vegito gets, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 counters, and then LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta triple supers, and then this guy gets like a triple super and supports, you could have just like a devastating rotation, right? It's just that this guy and SCR Vegito, you're going to want to use items. Remember, SCR Vegito, I'm not the biggest fan of him now. He's just way too weak defensively. But the utility of him, the tech of him, with the transformation heal, the scouter, and stuff like that, can still be very good, especially if you pair it with smart use of like a Whis item or something like that, right? You could definitely get some really, really good, turns in, right? With smart use of items. So, like, he can be useful, right? Like, I'm sure there's going to be global players out there who have got this guy rainbowed, because, I mean, dude, these are some very early units. This is one of the first big banners they released, I think. Like Vegito. I think this was Vegito, and then I want to say there was another GOTEN that came out with this guy. I'd have to go back and double check, because this was before I was playing, but I've seen a picture of this banner before. I believe it was Vegito and GOTEN, I think. I'd have to double check that, right? But yeah, he's been out for so long, people probably have him rainbowed. He could potentially help you in the red zone, right? Like, he's not the greatest ever, but with an item, he's going to be giving the rest of your rotation a lot between that right there and then this. So he could definitely be very good. In Vegito, I just feel like he's pretty much a nothing. I don't know. Like, you could go crazy with like orb changing items or something like that to make him look good, but I just don't think this character's really that impressive. He has 6 links too, which is really bizarre. The Tech Vegito has got 7 links, right? I don't really know what to say. This guy, this guy's not really going to be too powerful. I do like this right here, him giving this 3 key, but quite honestly, I don't see why Tech Vegito couldn't just give all allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense, and then this guy could give all allies 30% attack and defense and 3 key. I feel like they both should have just done that. There's no reason to sort of like differentiate between the two. I think Tech Vegito is just a superior unit. With, the actual, like stats support and stuff like that. And then he's more defensive right here. This Vegito is getting attack per key sphere, whereas Tech Vegito is getting defense per key sphere. I think that Tech Vegito is definitely better, right? So then we get to these two right here. This Goku is just fodder, right? Like, this guy, I am not impressed with this guy really whatsoever. Stats are just not high enough for him to be that impressive, really. And it's like, base form Goku is a very stacked, named character. So, not really too enamored with this guy. This Vegeta, though, is really pretty impressive. I'll tell you all this. You could definitely pair this guy with, like, Majin Vegeta and stuff like that, and I think this guy could be good in Red Zone. You can easily get him really high defensively, because this is a very powerful effect right here. 50% attack and defense for 3 turns. You could run, potentially, Majin Vegeta in slot 1 and this guy in slot 2, and you could do work in all the red zone stages with that as a rotation. This guy's defense is high enough. And then, I mean, this guy will be creating in orbs. Majin Vegeta could potentially be creating in orbs as well. The only thing with these two characters as a rotation is they both want orbs, right? Majin Vegeta wants his 6 orbs, and then this guy wants as many orbs as possible. So that would definitely trip you up at some point. But I think that this int base Vegeta is actually a rather strong unit. I did a 200% video on him, and I feel like this Vegeta actually looked quite good. Definitely a pretty solid unit. So there we go. There's the global data download. I don't know why Mighty Mask and Trunks and Goten are not in it. It doesn't actually make sense to me. I think they should be in it. But we will see what's going to happen. I mean, there is still one more week before the Golden Week stuff starts, right? Golden Week will probably, the banners would drop probably between the 25th and the 29th in this range. Probably more so like 29th, 28th, 27th, I think, for Golden Week. So next week, Global could get Trunks and Goten and Mighty Mask very easily, right? So let me know what you guys think of the Global Data download. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.